So hi guys, the game today finished Burnley nil, Arsenal 1. We scraped another 1-0. We've gotten 3 points, so that's for me the most important thing today. Again, we're gradually trying to find our feet in the league this season, and Arteta is gradually, picking up points, and I'm sure he's cooling a lot of nerves doing that. But it wasn't really a really nice game to watch. I felt like we barely created any chances. The goal we scored was pretty good. Free kick, beautiful free kick from Odegaard. But it was a very attacking side we played, so I was actually expecting to see, a lot from the team today because, of course, I knew Burnley were going to be very resilient in defense. But for me, that's probably the best 11 that Arteta has. So I was just expecting to see more, but we didn't get that. But we still got the win, so that's really good. And for me, this season, I hope he can work on, his man management skills, especially with the youngsters in the team, because we have a lot of youngsters in the team, and I feel like those guys they need to be protected a lot. You look at Saka, for example. You look at his stats from last season. He won the Arsenal Player of the Year. But look at the goals he contributed, the assists he contributed, they were not so much. So I just feel like for people like that, you should allow guys like Martinelli to help him out a bit and just take the load off of what he's doing. Sorry. And I feel like he would benefit a lot from that, just getting some time off and just time on bench to look at the game and assess before he comes in. I feel like the responsibility on his shoulders are just too much. So he needs to be looked after a lot. Even Smith Rowe. You look at these guys, they have so much potential, but they don't really bring goals or assists to the team. And we really need goals and assists from these guys because they are top players now if you're looking at it. So I feel like he needs to work on how he manages those players going forward. And we're still having problems scoring goals. The first half, I thought, it wasn't really a good half, but we came out on top with the goal in the first half. But then watching the second half, I thought Burnley really dominated the whole second half. So it's not really encouraging signs for us in terms of going forward, creating chances. We're not really creating so many clear-cut chances for our attackers, I feel like there were a lot of opportunities where, there was a chance to put Oba through, the final ball just wasn't right, it was either behind him or it didn't have the appropriate amount of weight that it needed, and he needs to figure that out. I was reading something last week that said that that the Arsenal now, our goals have to be perfect from playing out of the back until they get into the back of the net, and I think we're not really in the position where we can afford to be sticking to playing like that. You just need to break out and try other things. If you have to kick it long, kick it long. If you have to, do it from set piece, do it from set piece. It doesn't always have to be aesthetically nice. We just need to get more goals because when we face better oppositions, I feel like we're definitely going to struggle because our defense is still a bit shaky. Yeah, we've gotten 2 clean sheets back to back now, but I feel like we will still struggle when we face better opposition. So, scoring, he needs to work on, how quickly we move the ball from defense to attack. And even when we're in the final third, everything still looks predictable, slow. So they need to step it up a bit for me. And I was just going to talk about, the players and, just run through all the players and what I thought of them. I thought Ramsdale was, very good today again. He was probably my man of the match today. He didn't really have much to do, but he kept everything very decent, very nice, and he gives me, that sense of confidence now again when I'm watching Arsenal. I feel like the defense trust him. I feel like, he's calmer on the ball. He gets the ball out quicker. I can actually see the difference between him and Leno because now he's more like a sweeper keeper. Our starting position is a lot higher now. With Leno, I felt like the defenders had to come back basically into our own 18-yard box and help him out, pick up the ball from there and start the play. But now Ramsdale doesn't need all that help. He can hit it long if he wants to. He can, play short passes too if he wants to. And I think, Leno is going to have a big problem getting his number one shirt back from this guy. And Tierney today also, Tierney always gives it 100%. He did really good. I hope he's okay too. Kind of looked like he limped off a bit, but I hope he's okay. I thought he dealt with everything pretty well. And Gabriel today, also had a very, very good performance. Looking back at it now, there's still a couple of questions in terms of how he, gets closer to attackers, and he looks like he's just prone to cause a foul or get a card or something. But I think he's still the best centre back we have. Ben White, he was here and there. There were some times he looked okay, but a lot more times I felt like he put the team under a lot of pressure. But I hope that he does better as the season goes on, because we've spent 50 million on this guy, and he has to fit into whatever system that we're trying to play. Tomiyasu, yes, another good performance from Tomiyasu today. Following his 45 minutes against Norwich, I thought he was very good today. He's very, very combative, and I like that about him. He's winning headers. He's not afraid to really hash it out with the opposition attackers. He's looking like a good buy from me. Thomas Partey, I think Thomas Partey's case is getting a bit worrying, because it doesn't seem like we can get a solid 90 minutes out of this guy. Every time he starts getting into the game, he looks like he's pulling another hamstring or just getting one sort of injury or the other. I hope he's okay today, because he was asking for the sub. But while he was on the pitch, I thought he played very well. I thought he did everything he was supposed to do, pretty well. He progresses the ball really well. He breaks down play really well. And, today I thought we just saw two teams that have been having problems trying to score. But Burnley really threw a lot at us today. And I felt like we dealt with that pretty comfortably. And Smith Rowe also, like I spoke about the youngsters today, he's very good with those runs. He gets himself into good positions, but his final third decision making is still not what it needs to be when he has the opportunity to score goals or create goals. He's not looking very assured, but we can all see the talent that he has, and I hope he kicks on too. Odegaard, for me today, he got on the ball a lot, and that was really good. He scored the goal too. That was a very beautiful free kick from him. But I think I still prefer Odegaard in the number 10 position. I don't like seeing him so deep. I know he still plays a lot of safe passes before he makes that killer pass, but what can I really say? It was still a decent performance from Odegaard. For Saka today, for me, I felt like he needs to take a back seat in some of these games. Allow other guys to come through and play some of these games, and let's get to see what other guys like Martinelli can do. But Saka today, he did well. He had a good shift. Didn't really do so much. Didn't really have so many chances to convert. But he did well going back, coming forward. It was a pretty decent performance from Saka. And Pepe too. Pepe is that player that he can play rubbish most of the time in the games, but he still looks like a most threatening player going forward. So I'm really all for Pepe staying in the team and playing more games for us. And Aubameyang was pretty good too. Can't really complain about Aubameyang today. Service wasn't really there for him. Chances were not really coming to him. But I thought he had a decent game. While having difficulties, really providing chances for our attackers, and I think that's something Arteta really needs to work on going forward. We play Tottenham next, and I hope we can fix these issues that we've been having in terms of creating chances, because Tottenham is going to be better opposition. I think from Norwich to Burnley to Tottenham, it's very good stepping stone to get to like we've played like a newly promoted team. Then we played Burnley that have been in the league for a while. Now we're going to play a team that's basically established in the league. So I hope we can give a better performance against Spurs. next weekend. And guys, don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and please comment too. I'm always looking for new ways to get interactive with you guys and better ways to make the channel more interactive. So thanks, and have a good evening.